Imagine stepping into a land where happiness is more important than money, women can have multiple husbands, and there isn't a single traffic light in the entire country. Sounds like a fairy tale, right? But this place is real. Welcome to Bhutan, the world's most unique and mysterious country. Nestled deep in the Himalayas, Bhutan is a land of ancient traditions, untouched nature, and customs so strange they don't exist anywhere else. Unlike most places, this isolated kingdom is known for its carbon-negative status, restricted tourism policies, and spiritual way of life. From sky-high monasteries perched on cliffs to royal love stories that sound straight out of a movie, Bhutan is filled with surprises that will leave you in awe. So, what makes Bhutan so special? Stick around as we uncover 15 extraordinary things that make Bhutan the most unique country in Asia. Stay until the end because fact number 1 will completely change the way you think about modern life. 15. Bhutan is the only carbon-negative country on Earth. Bhutan isn't just environmentally conscious, it's leading the world in sustainability. It is the only country on Earth that absorbs more carbon dioxide than it produces. While most nations are struggling to reduce emissions, Bhutan is actively cleaning the air we all breathe. This is possible because 72% of Bhutan's land is covered in dense forests, acting as natural carbon absorbers. The government has enforced strict environmental laws, ensuring deforestation is kept to a minimum. If a tree is cut down, 3 more must be planted in its place. Additionally, Bhutan generates nearly all its electricity from hydroelectric power, exporting clean energy to neighboring India. But that's not all. Bhutan also bans plastic bags, limits car imports, and strictly regulates industries to prevent pollution. This small Himalayan kingdom is proof that sustainable living isn't just a dream, it's a reality. Could this be the future for the rest of the world? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. 14. Bhutan has no fast food chains. Ever imagined a country without McDonald's, Starbucks, or KFC? That's exactly how it is in Bhutan. Unlike other parts of the world that are flooded with global fast food chains, Bhutan has completely resisted westernization in its food industry. Why? Because Bhutanese people prefer fresh, home-cooked meals over processed foods. The country is deeply connected to its agricultural roots, and the diet consists mainly of rice, fresh vegetables, and local dairy products. Instead of grabbing a burger and fries, locals enjoy emadachi, Bhutan's national dish made from chili peppers and cheese. Yes, you heard that right, chili peppers are eaten as a main dish, not just a spice. Other traditional dishes include faksha pa, pork with radish, and momos, steamed dumplings. So, if you visit Bhutan, don't expect to find a Big Mac or a Frappuccino. Instead, be prepared to experience some of the spiciest and most unique dishes you've ever tasted. Would you survive without fast food? Let us know in the comments. 13. Bhutan has no traffic lights. Can you imagine living in a country without a single traffic light? That's Bhutan. Even in its capital city, Thimphu, you won't find any blinking red, yellow, or green lights. Instead of traffic signals, elegantly dressed police officers stand at busy intersections, directing cars using hand signals. Their movements are so smooth and choreographed that it looks almost like a dance. A few years ago, Bhutan briefly installed one traffic light in Thimphu, but locals found it too impersonal and mechanical. Within 24 hours, it was removed, and the city returned to its human-centered approach. This unique system works because Bhutan has a low population and a strong sense of discipline. Drivers actually follow the rules, and there's rarely any road rage or congestion. Would a system like this work in your country, or would it be absolute chaos? Let us know in the comments. 12. Bhutanese people must refuse food 3 times before accepting it. If you're offered food in Bhutan, don't accept it immediately. According to Bhutanese tradition, you should politely decline at least twice before finally saying yes. This custom, known as mehmed, is a sign of humility and respect. Bhutanese people believe that immediately accepting food might seem greedy or impolite, so they refuse a few times before finally giving in. This cultural practice extends beyond just meals. It reflects the deep-rooted values of politeness and gratitude in Bhutanese society. Even in modern settings, people still follow this tradition when offering tea, gifts, or invitations. So, if you ever find yourself in Bhutan, remember to decline first, no matter how hungry you are. 11. Bhutan's king married for love. In most royal families, marriages are arranged based on tradition, but Bhutan's king Jigme Khizar Namgyal Wangchuck made a bold choice. He married for love. His story sounds straight out of a fairy tale. When he was 17 years old, he met a 7-year-old girl at a picnic. The young girl boldly declared that she wanted to marry him one day. Years later, destiny brought them back together, and in 2011, she became Queen Jetsun Pema, the world's youngest queen at just 21 years old. Unlike past Bhutanese kings who had multiple wives, King Jigme vowed to have only one wife, making him a modern symbol of love and loyalty. Their love story has captivated people worldwide, proving that even in royalty, true love can exist. 10. Women can have more than one husband. While most cultures allow men to have multiple wives, Bhutan is one of the few places where women can have multiple husbands. This rare practice, known as polyandry, exists mainly in remote villages. Why? To prevent land and property from being divided among different families. In many cases, brothers share the same wife, ensuring that family wealth stays intact. Though polyandry is becoming less common today, it still exists in Bhutan's rural communities. Women in Bhutan enjoy more freedom and respect compared to many other Asian countries, making their society one of the most gender-equal nations in the region. Would you be able to handle multiple spouses? Let us know your thoughts. 9. It's not easy to visit Bhutan. Strict tourism rules. If you're dreaming of visiting Bhutan, be prepared for some strict rules. Unlike most countries where you can just book a flight and explore freely, Bhutan has a unique tourism policy that controls the number of visitors each year. To maintain its cultural heritage and protect its environment, Bhutan has a high-value, low-impact tourism policy. This means that all visitors must book their trips through an authorized Bhutanese tour operator and pay a mandatory sustainable development fee of $100 per day. This fee covers accommodation, meals, transport, and a licensed guide. Yes, you can't explore Bhutan alone. Every foreign tourist is required to be accompanied by a local guide at all times. Why does Bhutan do this? The country wants to prevent mass tourism, protect its natural resources, and preserve its unique culture. Unlike places overrun by travelers, Bhutan remains pristine, peaceful, and untouched. Would you pay a premium price for a trip to Bhutan, or do you prefer more flexible travel destinations? Let us know in the comments. 8. Bhutan's national dish is one of the spiciest in the world. Bhutanese people love chili peppers, but here's the twist: they don't treat them as a spice, they eat them as a vegetable. In fact, Bhutan's national dish, emadachi, is made almost entirely of chili peppers and cheese. Emadachi is a fiery dish that combines red or green chili peppers with a creamy cheese sauce, served alongside rice. While some might struggle with the extreme heat, Bhutanese people eat it every day and even give it to children from a young age. But the obsession with chili doesn't stop there. You'll often see Bhutanese homes with strings of dried chili peppers hanging outside, ready to be used in soups, stews, and snacks. Some dishes even include raw chili peppers mixed with salt and oil as a side dish. So, if you visit Bhutan, be prepared for a spicy adventure, and don't say we didn't warn you. Could you handle the heat? Comment below if you'd be brave enough to try Bhutanese food. 7. Free healthcare for all Bhutanese citizens. In a world where healthcare is expensive and often a luxury, Bhutan stands out by providing completely free healthcare to all its citizens. Whether you need a basic checkup, surgery, or even treatment abroad, the Bhutanese government covers all medical costs. There are no private hospitals in Bhutan, all healthcare services are provided by the government. Whether you live in the capital, Thimphu, or in a remote mountain village, you are entitled to free medical treatment. Even traditional herbal medicine is included as part of the healthcare system. Bhutan's healthcare system is built on Buddhist principles of compassion, ensuring that no one is denied medical treatment based on wealth or social status. With healthcare being free, Bhutanese people live longer, healthier lives despite being a developing nation. Would you support a system like this in your country, or do you prefer private healthcare? Let us know what you think. 6. Bhutan's festivals feature a mysterious naked dance. Bhutan is famous for its colorful and deeply spiritual festivals called shekas. These celebrations are filled with masked dances, traditional music, and religious performances, drawing locals and tourists alike. However, one festival stands out as the most bizarre, the Jambe Lokhang Druk Festival, which includes the mysterious naked dance. In the dead of night, 16 men perform a sacred dance completely nude, illuminated only by firelight. This centuries-old ritual is believed to chase away evil spirits, purify the community, and bring good fortune for the coming year. The origins of the naked dance are deeply tied to Buddhism, and monks perform it with complete spiritual devotion. But don't be mistaken, this is not a spectacle for entertainment. Bhutanese people view it with deep respect and reverence. Would you attend this unusual festival, or would it be too strange for you? Let us know in the comments. 5. Bhutan is the only country that measures gross national happiness. While the rest of the world obsesses over economic growth and GDP, Bhutan has a different priority: happiness. Instead of measuring success through money, Bhutan's government evaluates gross national happiness, GNHA system that considers well-being, environmental conservation, cultural preservation, and good governance. Every policy in Bhutan is designed to improve happiness rather than just financial wealth. The government limits industrialization, bans advertisements, and promotes spiritual and mental well-being over consumerism. As a result, Bhutanese people report higher levels of satisfaction and contentment compared to many developed countries. The country proves that happiness isn't about wealth, it's about balance and quality of life. Would you trade material success for a happier, simpler life? Tell us your thoughts. 4. Bhutan has one of the most dangerous airports in the world. Flying into Bhutan is not for the faint-hearted. The country's only international airport, Paro Airport, is considered one of the most dangerous in the world. Nestled between steep Himalayan mountains, the airport has a short runway surrounded by towering peaks, making landings incredibly challenging. Only a handful of specially trained pilots are allowed to fly into Paro Airport. As you approach, the plane weaves through narrow valleys and sharp turns, often coming just meters away from mountain cliffs. Some passengers even say it feels like a roller coaster ride in the sky. Despite the danger, landing in Bhutan is an unforgettable experience, offering breathtaking views of the Himalayan landscape. Would you dare to take this flight? Or would you rather stay on the ground? Let us know. 3. Bhutan is a spiritual paradise with sky-high monasteries. Bhutan is one of the most spiritually rich countries in the world, home to thousands of Buddhist monasteries, many of which are built in impossible locations. The most famous is Tiger's Nest Monastery, Paro Tak Song, which sits perched on a sheer cliff, 3,000 meters above sea level. According to legend, the monastery was built in the 8th century, when Guru Rinpoche flew to this remote spot on the back of a flying tiger. The monastery is a place of deep meditation, where monks live in complete isolation for months or even years. Visitors must hike for several hours to reach it, making the journey a spiritual experience in itself. Would you make the climb to this mystical site? Let us know in the comments. 2. Bhutan's capital is a city of stray dogs, and they're all loved. In most places, stray dogs are considered a nuisance, but in Bhutan, they are treated with love and respect. Because of Buddhist beliefs in kindness and compassion, stray dogs are never put down or mistreated. Instead, they roam freely through the streets of Thimphu, where locals feed and care for them. The government has also set up animal shelters and sterilization programs to keep the dog population healthy and under control. So, if you ever visit Bhutan, don't be surprised to see dogs happily napping in temples, parks, and even outside restaurants. Would you live in a city full of friendly stray dogs? Let us know. 1. Bhutan is the last true Himalayan kingdom. Unlike its neighbors, Bhutan has never been colonized and remains one of the last true monarchies in the world. Despite modernization, Bhutan has stayed deeply rooted in its traditions, making it one of the most unique countries on Earth. If you ever get the chance, Bhutan is a place that will change the way you see the world. Would you visit this magical kingdom? Let us know in the comments. Bhutan is truly a one-of-a-kind country, a place where happiness matters more than wealth, nature is protected, and traditions remain untouched by modern trends. From its breathtaking landscapes and unique customs to its commitment to gross national happiness, Bhutan stands apart from the rest of the world. Whether it's the mysterious monasteries perched on cliffs, the sacred naked dance, or the fiery chili-filled cuisine, every corner of Bhutan holds a surprise. The country has no traffic lights, no McDonald's, and no online banking, but it does have a deep spiritual connection, a rich cultural heritage, and some of the happiest people on the planet. But here's the real question: would you visit Bhutan? Would you be willing to follow its strict tourism rules, embrace its slow-paced lifestyle, and immerse yourself in its traditions? Or do you think the modern world has something better to offer? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video informative and entertaining, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest travel documentaries. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next adventure.